Welcome back to the Earworm podcast, where we only drink at red lights. I'm Slippy King.
And I'm Logahart.
I'm Lennon, also known as Overcast48 on YouTube.
I'm Drew, also known as Godzilla Guy 47.
And we like men.
Well,
And it's going off the rails already.
That's already gone to shit.
Well, what are we talking about?
as you can see, we've greatly improved the podcast structure and organization since last time.
We actually realized that the more organized we get, the more claustrophobic and disorganized it becomes, which is kind of a paradox when you think about it. But that is kind of what happened. So now we're back, and we have decided, fuck organize. Actually, well, the intro is pretty organized, but everything else, we're going by the books on this one. We're not really going off of well, at least I don't think we are. Are we?
It's organized.
What the hell?
It's like organized up until the point it isn't. We organize it, and then once we reach the point where we haven't organized and planned it, it all falls apart. So as you could probably tell, that part was immediately after the intro sequence where we all have introduced ourselves. Then then it all falls apart. Then we don't know what's going on. That's the stage we're currently in.
Welcome.
I did have a bit of a conundrum today that I think you would all like to hear. It is so you know how I worked at Panera before.
You did.
I did work at
Panera.
I worked at Panera.
Write that down, everyone.
Write it down.
This will be on the test.
I recently got a letter from them actually today. And it was basically like, yeah, so there were some hackers that like stole some of your files, including your social security number. And we're taking it very seriously. And then they gave me like one of the cheaper, like, I don't remember, it's some sort of like credit monitoring thing. Like a free of charge yearly thing. So yeah, my social security number is just out in the world, and I checked there's a Panera subreddit, and it's all gone to shit. It's like ever since that data breach, everything has gone to shit, including the food apparently, which has like doubled in price. I don't know why the fuck you would ever go to Panera anymore.
Panera's way too expensive for what it is now.
And not to mention, I think it is very overhyped.
Oh, Panera.
People talk about Panera like it's a palace, like they're going to the church of the one true God.
And it advertises a lot of the time. It advertises itself as like a healthy option in the like fast food market. But I think like one of their big selling points is their like bread bowl for their soups. And okay, I will admit their bread bowl is that's gas. That's actually really solid. I like eating that. But it's not healthy. It's like some insane amount of like calories and carbs because the bowl is made out of bread. Yeah, like I could look it up, but
the thing when I worked there, everyone wanted to get the you pick two, where it's like you buy a thing and then you get another thing. But no matter what, it's like this unhealthy like $15 abomination, because it's like, oh, you get more for less, because it's like you can get two different, or actually no, it would be like you get half a sandwich and then a soup. But at the same time, it's like, why wouldn't I just get the full sandwich when you're already going to be ripping me off? You know that the grilled cheese is like $11.
A grilled cheese.
Yeah. No, let me look it up real quick.
It's $11 for a grilled cheese that doesn't even taste that great, and with bread that just scratches the roof of your mouth.
Like I could easily make an identical, or just as good quality or better.
No, you could make a better quality one at home.
You're overestimating my cooking abilities.
Please.
It's $8.39.
Bread and cheese. It
Outrageous.
is not complicated. I don't know
What's
what
that?
they use to actually butter the bread, but it's definitely not butter because that's way too expensive.
We actually
And
do
it would
have a
actually taste decently good.
Mm-hmm.
If you use fucking mayonnaise or oil or whatever the fuck, like mustard, I don't know, to oil up your grilled cheese, you're a fucking psychopath. Get out of my house. You use butter or you're out of here.
Well,
Butter,
actually,
no
End of
substitute.
story.
we
I use
used to
mayo.
use hair as our secret ingredient. I think it speaks for itself. It was pretty,
Okay.
That'll happen.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to leave this call. Actually,
Hey, Travis, is
Um,
this true? Is this
Do I use mayo?
you use
Yes.
mayo
Yeah,
to make
like you actually
a
do? Like you're
grilled
not joking
cheese
right now.
not joking. I do.
Why?
What?
Yeah. It tastes better.
Really?
It makes it more. It makes it more flaky.
Makes it more. How the fuck?
flaky.
Yeah, like the it doesn't like burn as
Like-
bad.
What?
Burn is
These are lies. These are.
No, this is true.
I won't listen to your
I'm up to
propaganda,
try
and I don't
this.
think anybody else here will.
It's so
okay?
much better.
I'm
Try.
up to try this.
Apparently, some of you have never had mayonnaise as your outer coating of your grilled cheese, and it shows.
I haven't. I'm gonna say
Oh,
it
it
right
does.
now.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah,
try
because,
it.
I'm still saying that's how it shows.
It's such an amazing not amazing, but just such a. It's so pathetically bad that I haven't even thought about trying it because I'm like, well, fuck no. Like I'm a normal human being. That's how obvious it is to me.
With the mayonnaise.
So no, I
It's
haven't
good.
tried it because
Why
it
not?
screams wrong.
I want to try like mustard on the bottom of it.
Mustard.
You're
Yeah.
gross, man.
Yeah.
Mustard.
I don't.
Well, there was a girl that
More
liked
mustard.
mustard on carrots in like my kindergarten class.
Was she
Mustard on-
retarded?
Yes. That's besides the point. That's
On the-
besides the point.
I mean, on the topic of carrots and condiments, the ketchup on like steamed carrots, I will argue is actually good. That's
What?
tasty.
First of
Steamed
all-
carrots and ketchup.
Wait.
I'm sorry, but it's good. I'll
Whoa.
take that to the grave.
First of all, steamed carrots. Second of all, carrots with ketchup.
Yeah,
I can understand like peanut butter. That's
What?
okay. But
I haven't had
like,
that.
I mean, steamed carrots alone is a disgrace.
No, that's an actual thing. Is it? I mean, that's a thing.
I like steamed
It
carrots
is a
with like
thing,
a
and I don't like it.
with a rotisserie.
Why would you? The best thing about the carrot is that it has the texture of a vegetable without actually tasting like a vegetable.
Well, vegetables taste
Like,
good,
you can
so
you can
I don't.
eat it raw.
Yeah, you can eat a lot of vegetables raw. I will happily eat celery raw.
Ooh.
There's
You
some
gotta leave.
That
some
now that yeah
vegetables
that
you
that's
can eat raw,
There-
and
there's just
some
something
you can't.
about there's just something about a naturally growing vegetable that flosses your teeth for you. It's just awesome.
Celery is the worst, by far the worst vegetable.
No.
oh
mistake.
oh no oh
Wait.
get
What?
this guy
How?
this fucking guy
Wait.
he hasn't
Let's-
had ants on a
let's-
log.
I have, and it's
Let's
fucking disgusting.
I would.
explain yourself. Explain yourself.
Explain.
Well, first off, it's all stringy and whatnot. It gets stuck in your teeth. Also,
That
it
part
just
does
tastes
kinda suck.
awful. It just tastes bad. Like I can't explain it. It has an inexplainable taste of just the
taste-
worst, most vile creation that was ever made.
You don't.
I don't think so.
It doesn't even have really a distinct taste.
Oh,
It's
it
more like-
does.
His
It's a water
opinion
stick.
doesn't make sense.
It's a water
I
stick.
do I agree it does have a taste, but I like it.
It's more of a texture than a taste for me.
That's generally why people don't like it, yeah. Like I totally understand celery haters. I myself
I don't.
absolutely love celery, but
I mean, I can understand the stringiness. I hate things that get stuck in my teeth, like fucking popcorn. I don't eat
Mhm.
that. I
Mhm.
don't eat that at all. But celery, it doesn't happen nearly as often as like a bucket of pop.
Yeah, popcorn's
Drink,
guaranteed.
have one handful of popcorn, you're getting like one full kernel in your teeth.
What
Yeah,
you
but at least
gotta
it tastes
do?
good.
Have a bucket of celery, a full pound
At
of
least it
celery.
tastes good.
You might get one or two strings that you can easily take out with your tongue. It's not like a shell of a piece of cooked corn. It's
What you
not
gotta
gonna
do
stay in there forever.
is have like you get a paper towel and then you put like 3 celery sticks or whatever you call it on that paper towel, and then you dab it with the paper towel, and then it's like pretty dry because otherwise all the peanut butter slides off, and then you have
Ew.
it with the peanut butter. Oh, you don't have it with the peanut butter?
No, because it.
I don't
Aw.
either.
When
I
He doesn't
peanut
will
butter.
have
at
it with-
all because he doesn't like
Oh
the
my
taste.
fucking god! When peanut butter, when peanut butter and chocolate chips cannot save something, then it's too bad.
Well, actually,
sorry.
ants on a log is peanut butter and raisins.
Even worse.
Yeah, I don't like ants on a log. I'm gonna be honest. I don't
I have
like
to
it.
try
I would
that
prefer to
again.
have normal celery with like ranch or
I
something.
wouldn't mind. I wouldn't. I'm not the biggest fan of raisins, but I could actually try that because I love celery with peanut butter that much.
I don't fuck with
Also-
raisins or anything grape related.
Peanut butter with apples.
That's good. That's good.
Peanut butter with apples.
That's good. I like that. That's classic.
Even better than that, cinnamon with apples.
Oh,
Cinnamon
cinnamon
with
Have you
apple.
ever had
apples.
that? Yes.
Cinnamon with apples and caramel. That's where it's at.
Oh yeah.
That's
Ooh,
where it's
yeah.
at.
hmm
Yeah.
What are your guys' like favorite like fruit snacks or fruit or vegetable snacks, like a plant snack? Yes.
I would say
Um,
banana.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
plain
For sure.
banana
It could be
goes
like a
hard.
combination of things, you know. It could be like celery with peanut butter. It could
Oh,
be
well,
apples
fuck.
with cinnamon.
Well, here's the thing
Mm.
about bananas:
You could
is
Don't
not only do
don't
they-
you say it.
not
Don't-
only do they taste good, but you can also use them for other great things,
what other great
extracurricular activities.
do you,
What other great
can you
things?
explain? Can you explain
Well,
what you would
elaborate.
use it
So a
for?
lot of
You mean
times,
like in Mario Kart?
well, that
True, that's true. Yeah, it can make
That-
someone slip and fall.
and that sometimes you can slip and fall right onto one, and it's really cool.
Mm, mhm.
It's real nice.
Like,
It's
You
real
mean like
awesome.
it feels good because it's like all mushy?
Yeah.
No, you take it right.
something?
Take a good banana. You
Think it needs
shove
to
it
be
up your.
I think it needs to like
You shove it
for,
up
for that to work.
You
it needs to be
shove it up
frozen,
your
I think.
ass.
Yeah, you do that, and
your ass?
and then
Okay.
you tickle your prostate with the banana.
Oh.
And
Wouldn't it just like
Ah.
it doesn't really feel like that would work that well, right? Because
Have you ever
like,
tried it?
Bananas, like I can't
Oh,
say
not
I have,
until you try
Didn't think
it.
so.
But-
Didn't think so.
Mm.
So
but like that seems like a very delicate procedure, and like bananas, they're not really that solid. I mean, they look solid when you're holding one, but like underneath, you know, it's all squishy stuff.
well, it works.
I just imagined
works.
like
It
a
works.
It works for Travis.
Worked for me.
sometimes.
Worked for me. I was able to shove 2 up there.
imagine like an old cartoon where it
So,
just
when
flies
that
like a
happened to you-
missile.
Was it just intentional, or did you like slip on a like a banana peel and then?
Well, obviously, just
Fate.
intentional. I mean, why would I? Come on. I had an extra one. It was kind of going bad.
Got it. Mhm.
So I was like, I'm not going to eat it. So I was like, well, there's only one other option. Why throw it
Ooh.
away when I could have a good night?
Now
So you're trying to
here's
eat it in another way.
Yeah.
here's a fucking
This is-
combination.
Wait,
Banana
can't you
bread.
Can you actually-
banana bread.
Banana bread.
Can you actually do that? Do you think? Could you
What do you
eat
mean?
out your ass? Because people get alcohol shoved up their ass.
Oh,
You can
That
boost
works
stuff,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
I have no
Why can't you
fucking
just-
doubt.
Eat food with your ass.
Ever since
There was
Stout,
a
I
South
have
Park
no
episode
doubt.
about that.
There
Like,
is.
yeah, I don't
need
watch
to
a lot
look
of South Park, but like the whole
Mhm.
premise is like Eric Cartman's like, I can't, I'm not even gonna try. But he's like, oh, I can it works the other way. So if you shove something up your ass, you'll shit out of your mouth.
Oh,
So he legit like sticks I think he actually sticks like a banana or something up his ass.
and then it comes out of his mouth.
Maybe you might have to see you'll have to see the episode to find out.
You have
But
to see the
Okay.
episode.
Well,
what
I
happens next
not yet,
might
though.
shock you.
I mean, you guys gotta stay here for the podcast.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters.
yeah, that retention rate needs to keep going.
But if we're talking about sexual curiosity and bananas, I have learned, and I've said this to multiple people before, so I might have already told you guys this, but I can deep throat the fuck out of a banana,
You have not told us this,
and it's unfortunate because I'm straight, but in another
Mhm.
universe
So
where
far.
I'm gay,
Well,
I would be
well,
probably insanely good at giving blowjobs. It's just the truth. It's just the truth.
I mean, I
And
am.
it's a shame that I'm straight because I'd be fucking good at it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
that is such a tragedy. I'm so sorry. Well, hopefully, just in the future.
In another life,
that just
maybe. In
helps.
another life.
Have you told your roommate
Yeah.
that yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of my friends here know.
Okay, good. Okay. I just,
just-
I'm sure they would.
Just the
I'm
truth.
sure they would.
No, I also have that talent, but the thing is, for me,
Mm,
I can put it to use,
mm-hmm.
as I say.
Put it to use.
Very good.
Yeah. So.
Eating bananas. Right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I feel like we didn't talk about the banana bread. Though.
Logan, you like men, right? Tell us about your experience.
My experience with men.
Yeah.
What is your experience with banana bread, and how does it relate to men?
Okay.
Okay, fuck. I have to. Okay. So
Okay, go ahead.
my experience with men and banana bread was that there was this mailman and he was delivering a package to me, and it's the classic like here's the package, and then his dick is in the package, that kind of thing.
Was his dick in banana bread? It was just kind of like popping out.
That's what was, yes. So like he actually stuck his dick inside of a banana bread loaf, and then he was like, "Does this look tasty?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, brother, but not for me." And then I invited Travis, and he can continue what happened next.
So I'm assuming Travis took care of part of it while you ate like the banana bread just like around the cylinder.
No,
Yeah, we tag teamed it. Yeah.
yeah, we tag teamed it. Yeah.
Well, because he was putting you in a situation where you had to say yes, because banana bread was the other option.
I got the bread. He got the banana. Or no, he got the bread. I got the banana.
Okay.
This is where teamwork truly shines.
Makes the dream work.
I'm glad that both of you got to have that experience. I wish for a similar experience for me in the future.
Someday.
Yeah.
Who would also take part, Drew?
Who knows? Could be anybody. It could be
But you don't have anyone that immediately comes to mind, which is interesting.
It is interesting, man.
it could
Usually
be,
people do.
Well, do you like banana? Do you like banana?
I mean, you're asking me. You're asking me. Yeah, I like banana bread.
Okay. Well, so some big news. I'm going to be heading over and visiting Lenin very soon.
Oh,
that's awesome! Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Sure, it has nothing
Yeah.
to do with the last 3 minutes of conversation.
Not that. It's just kind of spur of the moment thing, you know. I like to keep people on their toes and just,
Huh?
you
Yeah,
know, do random things.
because
Random
that's
thing.
almost
Like
like a
I'll just
5-hour
be
drive for
inside your
you.
house someday. Like
Holy shit.
you'll just come back from work and then you'll walk through the door after a long day, put your hat on the fucking rack, and then I'll be in the rack.
You'll be the rack.
Be the
I will
rack.
be the rat. I will be the rat.
5 did I hear 5 hours?
Well, because I'm still in Iowa right now, and so that would be almost
Oh.
a 5-hour
What
drive if I were to go straight to Drew's.
What's your IP address?
Well, it's interesting because like there's how my school works, how my university works is they have us like a normal university in like a dorm or something like that for the 2 semesters, and me and 3 of my friends were in they called it a campus house, so it's like a house that you kind of rent from the school, which is like just near campus, and in the summer they move everybody to like a summer housing like in one like dorm complex pretty much, and they waited like super late to move us, but they moved us like 3 days ago or 2 days ago. So now I'm not even in that house anymore. And probably a lot more people can hear this conversation than there would be able to, like, 2 days ago.
Sure,
That's
that's
excellent
fine.
Just-
news.
No, I'm sure that's fine. Yeah, I don't see the big deal.
I do
I mean,
not miss
there's
that.
no shame in it.
No,
Oh.
I mean, the
Well-
funny things are already going to release this publicly anyways. So fuck it. Like,
Well, I just remember
Just
one
just
time
go wild.
that like
Yeah.
Travis and I stayed up until like 3 a.m. trying to speed. Like we didn't really have a tutorial, right? We were just like, what if we just speed ran Sonic Adventure just for no reason? We stayed up until like 3 a.m. and then the next day I was like, holy shit, it was so fucking loud. Because the walls are like these paper thin walls.
these paper thin walls.
My
Is this a
patience is
classic,
running thin,
Stout story?
buddy. No, it's. I mean, like I feel like we have a special time for a classic Stout story because ever since Stout, I have had no doubt that every fucking thing can be insane. I feel like I should just leave it at that. That's
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
for
there should
our
be-
dedicated episode. Yeah.
Yeah, there should be a dedicated Stout Stories episode that I can't really take part in because I never was even involved in Stout at all. But
You'll
I
be
can.
completely ostracized.
We'll make you involved. Don't worry. Don't worry.
You'll be like,
I'll be
London,
like,
what did you
oh,
think of that?
I can kind of relate to that. I have a story that's like 10 times not as interesting that kind of maybe relates.
We'll do a separate university story.
Ooh,
Yeah, we should do that. We'll write that down. We'll
Yeah,
put it on a
yeah.
list.
that
In
would
fact,
be.
We're
actually, that's not a bad
organized.
idea.
Yeah,
We're
write down in the
keeping-
comments.
We're
Mhm.
keeping the books.
That is like it is actually kind of shocking how boring UWM is. It's like well, actually I haven't been to UWM in forever, which is great. But that place is like, at Stout there was a bunch of hat cult. We would call them hat cult because it was a bunch of douchebags that have hats, like backwards hats. Not to say every single guy with a backwards hat is a douchebag, but
We are.
it's like these
They
fucking
are.
guys were like always. We had like a radar for them. They were always douchebags, and then you come to UWM, and I get Luca, and he's just this soy jack boy that is just not. He makes so many jokes that just don't land, and he's very. He's just not. It's not the same. Stout was nostalgic, man.
I'm having
Stout's
a very hard time following this conversation.
Yeah, me too.
There was a guy at UWM that's just like he's just not it.
He's
He's
too
stupid.
normal, is what you're saying.
He's too well. He tries to be special, but he's not. He's a normie. He's a
Hey,
big,
listen,
fat
my mom
normie.
told me that everyone's special, even me. So yeah, I'd say he is special because
Oh,
everyone's a
shit.
special snowflake. Okay,
Your,
so
your,
don't try to downplay what my mom said when
Your
I was
mom
like 5 years old. Okay,
has to meet him for the first time, and she'll be like, "Lennon, this is an exception."
so he's the most unspecial person ever.
He has like the most punchable. I actually sent a picture. I don't think I have it anymore. Well, maybe I do, but I wouldn't. I probably should show it on the episode.
It would be really funny if that poor guy listens to this. It's like, Jesus Christ, they're just ripping into me, man. I would feel like
Imagine.
shit. That would suck.
He will
Yeah, if you're out
never
there,
see this.
fuck you. Okay. I'm sorry.
He will never see this. But it would be kind of
You're out there?
nice.
You can't be sure about that. That's the thing. You cannot be sure that he
I-
will never see or hear this.
I highly doubt it. He is too much of
This
a
is
TikTok user.
for cool guys' eyes.
Mhm.
This podcast, at least.
Mhm.
Someone that's not special is not going to hear about us.
Yeah.
Yeah, only the special ones hear about us.
Only the special.
It's like Santa. You gotta believe in him, and then he becomes real.
Only the special education kids like us.
That would be kind of that's a really, you know what that is. That's a good
That is a-
movie idea. Only the special
Movie
ed,
idea.
yeah, only the special ed
Movie.
kids can hear you. It's a good Netflix special.
like the Sixth Sense, kind of.
yeah.
It's just this one expert that's somehow is able to interpret the special ed.
Yeah, I got bit by a radioactive special ed kid, and now they're the only ones that can possibly understand me. And
So he's like invisible to everybody except special ed kids.
yeah, he's like a ghost.
Yeah.
So he's like, so then there's you have this whole plot point of like him trying to
His name is
communicate
Luca.
through them, but everyone's like, we don't know what they're saying or like what they're really meaning because it's like a special ed kid. So you're like, you know, I'm not
Yeah.
trying to be an
Do they
asshole
have to
or
be
anything here,
kids?
but
No, they'd be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And then he'd be like, thank God, someone that understands me. You know,
Yeah, he
something
tried
like
like
that.
he tries to like warn them that like there's a school shooter, and then through the special ed kid, next thing you know, the kid's just like,
Like screaming down the hall.
I'm trying to not go to hell. I mean, I know my spot's already sealed, but I'm trying to not add on to that list.
He goes, yeah, I
Really
think that'd be a
liking
good
where
movie idea.
that went.
Mhm.
yeah, that was great.
Hey, I'm autistic, so if anyone's special ed, you know, I can always play that card.
You have the
Granted.
pass.
Yeah, I have the pass.
I mean,
I
there's
see.
probably something in me somewhere that absolutely is, but don't. No, I don't. I'm perfectly normal. I'm perfectly, absolutely normal according to the federal, the FAA.
Investigation.
I gotta make sure that they know I'm perfectly normal and can be trusted with heavy machinery. There's nothing wrong with me.
Yeah, same here. Nothing wrong with me.
I'm normal, guys. Yeah.
I'm just a normal guy. Yep.
So I'm the only retarded special ed person here.
Not
Well,
quite.
technically,
Not
technically,
quite.
I had
Not
an
quite.
ADD diagnosis that I had to get undone.
But that was retconned.
Yeah, it was retconned. It's not
No,
canon.
it is.
Write that down.
It's not actually part of the canon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's more fanon. You know,
I never
they just
knew
want to
that
make
was-
his character a little spicy, but they kind of cut back because diversity.
It was more
Oh.
It was more detrimental than it didn't add anything to the story. So it was like it actually took away.
Yeah.
So we got to get that. You had to get that removed.
You had to.
It's very token.
That
Mhm.
you know that how like in well, no one else is gonna. I don't think many other people are gonna know this, but like the last Airbender. I feel like it's a recurring topic here, but the
I mean, you're the only one that's brought it up.
I am the only fucking
I
one.
sense a
Go ahead.
pattern.
I
Go
can
ahead.
I can only think of this recently. Unfortunately, it's like how the Netflix series. Actually, no, wait. I have another example. Hold up. The Pixar movies had like there's this very consistent like trend of like every character has to be perfect. They have to have no flaws. And if there's anything bad that happens, it's always for a good reason. And I actually don't. So like with Sokka, he
Oh
was
god, he's nut.
that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I'll give it to you there. He's misogynistic in the animated series for a bit, but they removed that in the Netflix series. And then like there's
That's
also
unacceptable.
it's unacceptable. I can't
We
believe
love misogyny here.
Yes.
Well, it was part
Got
of his
so pissed off they took it away.
it was part of his fucking arc. It was like one
Well,
of,
I get what
like,
you
his,
mean, yeah.
his stupid fucking like this is important, and then they're like, no, we just need to make the girl really horny, and then that's kind of how they end up fucking instead of like.
Now, I haven't seen this, so I don't. This is all out of left field for me. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. What?
Yeah, Sam.
It
Like,
all
oh, he's
makes sense.
misogynistic. So to undo that, they had to make this girl really horny, so then he wouldn't be an incel. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I've seen it from the Drew Gooden video, so I'm going off of that as well. I guess I should make a disclaimer that I also
I'm
have
going
not
off
watched
of what you're
it.
telling me.
So that means we're all going off of the Drew Gooden video.
I guess.
Yes. Thank you for finally shouting me out.
Yeah,
It's about time I get some recognition.
you're welcome. I mean, I've been waiting to do it this whole time.
Yeah.
I was actually waiting to do that.
You guys all know I'm an Avatar lore expert.
Yeah, you
Oh,
love it.
Shit.
Like, you can't go a single day without thinking about it, you know?
Yeah. Can't go a single episode without bringing it up.
That was you that last time, wasn't it? Yeah, that
I
was.
feel
It
like
was-
this is
it was me.
targeted. Next episode, I won't bring it up at all. You have my solemn promise, and then I'll
I don't
immediately
know.
start off with it.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I'll set a timer. I'll make sure. I'll see like over under on like how long you'll go without mentioning Avatar. I'm gonna put it at 15 minutes.
I don't even know.
20. I'll
Like,
put it at 20 minutes. Over under 20 minutes.
it's so natural. I don't know why. It's like every fucking like. I don't even know. I don't actually know. We would have to like rewind. I don't even remember how the fuck I got back to that. But it's the same thing with
You
Pixar.
just brought it up.
I just brought it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Pixar though, where it's like every character is very perfect, every single one, and they don't have any flaws. And
It's been a while since I've paid that much attention to it, honestly.
I think that's very fair. I think that's very, very fair.
Like, I'm not trying to downplay what you're saying, but I've not really noticed that because I haven't really watched them.
Mm-hmm. I don't see why you would. It's like they're so safe.
Yeah, they're very mid.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
Well, I
that's
just
a
think
good way of
it's-
putting it.
It's hard to, I don't know, because I think of like the best, the like best Pixar movies, best animated movies in general. I think of like To My Childhood, and it's like that might be because that is because they were actually good, but part of it might be because I watched them when I was a kid, so it was easier for me to relate to them. Like, I don't know if kids now are watching the newer ones and loving it, you know?
I bet so. I mean, they
No,
watched
it's
this.
why because you
Probably.
really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, I remember Cars and like, Toy Story 1 came out like when I was like a year old. No, not even. Like Toy Story 1, when did Toy Story 1 come out? Like in the 90s?
I think it
It
was
was like
98.
98.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't even
Late-
born yet.
late
But
90s,
like
yeah.
I grew up into Toy Story, watched that. So obviously I'm big
Probably
on
Toy Story 2 is what you're thinking.
Yeah, 2 and 3. Cars is a huge one. Cars came out like 2004 or 5, I think. So I was like
Yep.
barely even a couple years old, but yeah. And Wally, love Wally.
Oh,
Wally was a banger.
mhm.
Oh.
Wally's one of my favorites.
Wally went so hard.
We could have a whole episode dedicated to the classic Pixar movies. I feel like.
We really
I
fucking
think I
could.
can. I think I can trace my love of sci-fi back to Wally. Honestly,
Hmm.
That's
like
fair.
that's where it came from. Because I love sci-fi. I shouldn't get into it because I'll talk for an hour on it. I'll stop right here. But I know that's where it came from.
Wally went hard. I just loved all the obese people. Like I just thought it was funny.
I thought it was like a funny part when the ship's like becoming unbalanced. And they all
Yeah.
roll out of their chairs and like create like this like pile of fat people.
Like a
in the ship.
tsunami.
Yeah.
It's like the blob at the end of Inside.
I just like this sentence of like, I just like when the big round guy shows up.
Man, I wanted one of those. I still want one of those hover chairs. Those things
Yeah.
look
Oh, yeah.
sick, dude.
They were awesome.
I understand why everyone got obese.
They had
Like,
like,
I
a
get it.
pool there too.
Well, but nobody knew about it.
Like a pool that you could float with the hover. Like you wouldn't have to worry about them bursting with like
I mean-
water and shit.
If you think about it, did they really have any choice but to become fat? Because I think isn't the whole point of their voyage because they don't have any plant life?
Yeah, because they were pieces
can't
of shit.
starve.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess when you
They
think
must have
about it,
just resorted to eating pure bacon fat.
They resort to eating themselves.
yeah, I don't think we
Yeah.
really see like I know that
Oh,
obviously they had food and it was all in a cup, like every single meal was in a cup. So it makes me think it's like completely artificial.
Mhm.
Like they didn't have farms on the Axiom. They must not have had a slaughterhouse either. Like they didn't have like livestock. So,
Yeah,
like-
what do you feed the livestock?
Fuck.
Well, I feel like it's a huge
The more you
oversight
think
to have a
about it-
giant ship and not have an artificial farm.
I,
on
s-
it.
I swear I only remember them drinking shit.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
remember
that's
them
all they
eating
had. They just had like
anything.
smoothies,
I
Oh.
like
mean,
cupcake in a cup. There was a whole big thing that they showed on the screens.
How they make a cupcake without having eggs?
Just-
The more you
Like there has to be
analyze,
some kind of protein,
oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
but I don't
So-
know what it is. It's just like I think of it as like a protein powder, like muscle milk or something. I bet it was something
Mm.
like that they had in droves.
The characters in Wall-E don't eat solid food. Instead, they get all of their nutrients from a mysterious drink produced by Large. You remember that?
Yeah.
thing? By Large.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah.
I forgot about Large though.
Oh, you cannot forget about
I
By
forgot
and
about By
Come on,
Large.
They're like mainly the
man.
reason the world fell apart. I think. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like mega corporation and stuff like that. You know.
By and Large, superstar. It's not superstar. Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And like A is for Axiom, your home, sweet home, and B is for By and Large, your very best friend.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I know way too much about Wally. Right?
Rose a Wally. God.
He's a fiend.
he's read all the lore.
It just honestly I haven't. It just stuck with me as a kid. I mean,
It
there's
was
a lot of little scenes of Wally I just remember. Yeah, good times, I'd say.
that and Cars. Cars was my movie.
Yeah, that too.
Although I was like scared shitless of Frank. You know, the big like guy.
Combine?
Yeah,
that's
like Combine.
right.
Dude, I watched that when I was little, and I actually had nightmares for like a week.
Oh, that
After-
was
after- yeah, I couldn't watch it. Like I was so scared of that part of the movie.
Yeah, he was a little scary, wasn't he?
mhm.
Yeah,
Well, he would rip everything apart. That
I
was
know.
like-
I mean,
yeah.
he's a combine. Yeah, that's what he
Yeah.
does.
He was spooky
Yeah.
town. He was spooky town. That was me for that fucking bear in Brave. That like evil bear.
Hmm.
I had like a phobia of
I thought-
bears. I think.
I thought you were
barely
saying
remember
that was
Brave.
that was me, as in like you were a combine.
No.
I imagine like my dog thinks I'm just like that combine after I bring home some like Culvers.
Mhm.
Well, that's
Just,
probably what
flash
animals
that
like. What
shit.
cats think vacuums are.
That's
Like
fair.
that's probably what a vacuum is to a cat. Just some. I don't think they real. I don't know if they realize they're machines or not.
Just like
but,
an external mouth connected
yeah,
to you.
Mhm.
but
Oh, that's ugh.
It's a
Yeah.
freak.
thinking about it too much, it's getting creepy now. Like,
Yeah.
I think, but
no question about
I
that.
think
No question.
overall moral of the story is drink Slurpees, get fat,
Eat ass.
And smoke grass.
Yeah.
shove a
Amen.
banana up your ass, um, and eat banana bread. It's good.
It's
Yeah.
good.
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Please do it.